Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. We now have Alicia and Paul from Life in Vacant Spaces. Good to see you both.
Yeah, thanks for having us here. I'm Paul Lonsdale. I chair the Life in Vacant Spaces Trust, and Alicia's going to, she's our project director. She'll take us through the presentation.
We are Life in Vacant Spaces. We're a charitable trust that connects vacant spaces to people with big ideas. We have 2 part-time employees and 8 volunteer board members. We are passionate about creating diverse opportunities across Otatahi where anyone can give something a go. We partner with community groups, creative projects, social enterprises and startups. We established in 2012 following the Christchurch earthquakes. Back in that time, we worked with a lot of vacant sites. As our city has built up, we now work with a lot of indoor spaces. Since that time, we have supported over 800 individuals in their projects and ideas. We support creativity and community. Here are some of our current projects. The Lives Incubator sits at 110 Cashel Street. It's a 20-foot container we designed as a blank canvas, making an accessible and affordable temporary city space to bring people's visions to life. Over the 2.5 years we've had the container on site, originally only there for 6 months, we have supported 25 projects. This is a mix of creative, community organisations, education and events. It has given many a boost into the spotlight in such a key central location. Recently, we hosted Otatahi Creative Spaces in the Incubator. They are an arts and mental health charity in Christchurch who support people who have experienced mental distress and trauma. They held their bigger picture exhibition there and sold 345 tiny artworks and larger works, which raised funds for the organisation. The operation manager says the incubator has been having ripple effects for us and our artists. We have so many more friends and supporters since this time. Really special for us, for our creative community to be in such a public space. We feel like it's propelling us into the year with confidence. Rad Bikes have been a participant with us since 2013. In 2023, we managed to find them an indoor home at 160 Litchfield Street. Having an indoor space has made a massive difference to our organisation, doubling our public sessions, boosting volunteer numbers and improving the quality of our services. More young people, retirees and women now feel safe and welcome, and our community is stronger because of it. That's from Jess Smale, who is the director of RAD. We have a space licensed at 231 High Street. This space was vacant since 2011. In 2023, we managed to secure a licence for the downstairs area, which was an open space. 12 months after moving in, the entire lower floor of the building has been leased, highlighting another benefit of what we do for the city. Now upstairs, in the upstairs space, Lean Canvas are a dynamic co-working studio and space for innovators and startups. One startup they have supporters now nearing a 7-figure valuation. They have held over 150 events, providing a key agile venue with a no red tape policy. Walk Lightly are a circular soft textile initiative in Otatahi, a platform for local sustainable designers and artists. We put them into the space 6 months ago. I cannot speak highly enough of the support Lives have provided me. Their personal yet professional approach has lifted not only my mission, but helped me as an individual, an artistic coordinator bridging into a business environment. We hold the licence for the site on the corner of Peterborough Street and Manchester Street, which we've had since 2015. Originally used by Cultivate, it now is managed by the Food Resilience Network. They have held the licence since 2022 and are running a successful urban farm and growing produce for the Otakaro Orchard Building Cafe project, which is set to open later this year. As you can see, we support a diverse range of projects. We receive 80 to 100 inquiries per year, which is anything looking for space, some support, advice into business, relationships, knowledge, and sharing contacts. We currently hold 20 site licences across Otatahi, which hold a commercial rental value of up over $1 million for little or no cost for our participants. As highlighted, these projects and testimonials, it's not just about providing space, it's about us creating an environment that nurtures confidence and helps individuals to thrive. We contribute to local economies by supporting business growth, enhancing mental health through community connection, strengthening ties to the city, offering a space for innovation, and help to increase safety by activating vacant spaces across the city. Life in Vacant Spaces is excited to be appointed as the long-term managers for the Village Green in New Brighton. We are proud to be an integral part of the Greater New Brighton Revitalisation Project, and the Village Green has the potential to become a key community hub in the area. With the background and knowledge Life in Vacant Spaces have, we are a strong organisation to help this project thrive. Otatahi's creative sector is thriving and is consistently growing. We have ideas to expand community and creative hubs that will benefit our city. Our focus will be on cultural identity and engagement, inclusivity, economic and social growth and collaboration. LIVS is a vital part of Christchurch's creative ecosystem. We support grassroots organisations and community projects with deep local knowledge that is essential to meeting community needs. Recent feedback from the government's creative strategy, Amplify, has been strong in saying don't overlook our local creatives. Mayor Major, you recently said in an All In for the Arts talk that you physically, spiritually and emotionally, Christchurch City Council is absolutely committed to supporting the arts. When enabled, organisations like Life in Vacant Spaces can do this work on the ground on your behalf. We had a funding cut of 30% last year, which does not even cover the cost of a full-time employee for our organisation, increasing challenges where we are struggling to maintain our traditional support levels. Our request for continued support is for Council to reaffirm the commitment to the Place Partnership Plan, Place Partnership Fund in the annual plan, review re-establishing a multi-year funding for long-term planning, and continue the rates incentive program to keep spaces accessible for us. We're dedicated to making a lasting change and enhancing growth and wellbeing of Christchurch. With your continued support, we can empower individuals, reach new heights and build a resilient, thriving city. Thank you for your continued support.
Thank you very much. That's really good. Tyler, please.
Kia ora, Alicia and Paul. Thanks so much for coming in. It is also disheartening to hear that there was a 30% cut in your funding. I am running Riccarton, which is the second busiest ward in the city outside of the CBD, and there are a lot of vacant spaces in the area. I'm sure the community would be interested in trying to fill those. Mm-hmm. Would you be interested in that sort of devolved?
Yeah, certainly. In the past, our remit has been 60% city, 40% suburbs, but we're always looking for opportunities, and we have, as I said, so many inquiries. We're always looking for that space.
Great.
We find the problem getting the developers to be on our side. So if we can have that support in any way, we'd love that.
That actually was leading on to my next question, was what are the difficulties in doing that? I'm also recognising that on the west side, Westfield own quite a lot of them, which is quite easy to get into. The other part is the developer's side. But I'd love to talk more about that offline. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Thank you. Celeste, yes?
Just picking up on the funding cut, because after we transitioned to the long-term plan, they changed the way that they manage that fund. So you've gone from multi-year funding, where you can sort of think long-term, to annual funding. Is that right?
Correct.
Plus you've had a cut. So would that be a barrier then to extending out into other needed areas such as Riccarton?
It definitely, we can sign licences with our participants from 2 weeks up to 12 months plus. So in that long-term planning, without that long-term commitment to funding, it definitely hinders our work.
So that's something we might be able to pick up.
Pushing forward. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, Tim?
Thank you. And look, the funding cuts are really hard juggle, and you're certainly not the only group that received one of those. Do you get other funding? So one of the issues was rata changing, and a lot of people came to us. So do you get funding from other organisations as well as the council?
What we've found as a project, as an organisation in the past, we're very fortunate to be funded by council in an operational sense.
Yep.
A lot of funds out there ask for project-based funding, so we are more giving our participants the information of how they can apply for that funding. It's very hard for us to apply for operational funding elsewhere. So now I have future plans to look more at how we can be more of a project-based organisation, still delivering our mission, but coming under that LIVS umbrella. So it's certainly something I'm looking into.
Right. Well, thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you. Perfect timing. Great to see you both. Thank you
Thank you
very
very
And
much.
just one last thing, we do have some of our 10-year books. If you haven't got one, we'll leave this wee pile here for you guys.
much. Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We did give some out. Take one.
Some people will have them, some may not. So please feel free.
Okay, right. Next we have Murray James.